Kingdom in individual islands is not to be.
That is exactly cottage word.
Individual
Now,
kingdom is not.
after I invited the Advocate General, he felt it. And ultimately, a proposed rule has been given, though Mr. Sannal has a reservation that after 2 years, in no one, Mr. Majumdar, I found the teacher is retiring. His service has not yet been confirmed. There is no provision for deemed confirmation, and I have a reservation regarding deemed confirmation. Mr. Sannal, as I have, though you have once said that so far the framing of this portal, I say that unless the Supreme Court decides that matter, it may not be very wise to take steps for the portal to operate, because you don't know what will happen. Who will be there, who will not be there, you don't know. Thereafter, the exercise can be completed. I know that your limited role in appointment, recommendation, everything goes out of your. Still, I wanted that it must be under the control of the board. It must be under the control of the board. The board must have an overall supervisory power on the all DPSCs to avoid embarrassment in different situations and different steps. And the SOP possibly was made with that object. Now, so far the change of rules, leaving some power for the board to interfere in an appropriate case, you need to get the amendment of the rules itself. The board whether can take any steps so moto or to refer it to the Education Ministry, or can it be done by board? Supposing this SOP, the court cannot allow it in view of the limited score of 14 and 15. Unless board is given some power. Even
then rule has to be changed.
The board must be the superior in the disciplinary proceeding, because you are the recommending authority. Thereafter, your role goes. Now, in so many cases, it is found that the DPSCs are either reluctant or they are not aware of the situation. Only suspension order issued, they are keeping the teachers under suspension forever, no disciplinary proceeding initiated. Every day I am seeing.
Now, in a criminal case, 48 hours custody, deemed
automatic or
deemed suspension.
Deemed suspension, but the nature of criminal case is such
that each council, my lord, has to consider.
I have not seen any council, even if that criminal case relates to his service, they are hesitant to initiate disciplinary proceeding. Here, think about the Madhyamik. The board enjoys this power. Why not the primary board should be vested with such power? Secondary board enjoys this power.
Primary board of the appellate authority. Entire scheme of the act will be.
But your first court is not acting properly. How can what the appellate court will do?
Now I tell you,
what is the difference in the scheme? For the Madhyamik school, the disciplinary authority is the board. Now, after 2018 amendment,
yes.
Why not the equivalent amendment can be carried out in?
The difference will be different. Each council is a body corporate under the.
Maybe.
Each council.
What is the status of
board? Of the primary education?
What is the status of the board?
Board is another body corporate. Now, for decentralization of the power to spread the primary education, this is the scheme of the.
So what is the contradiction between West Bengal Board of Secondary?
Board of Secondary Education, earlier the power was with the private management committee.
Now you have taken
now you have
this.
The board.
Now
here you lost the all managing committees are, my lord, privately constituted. Sometimes except violation of rules, which are not maintainable.
Mr. Sannal, you are now facing that limited control over the DPSCs of the board. No, one instance is this. The president felt it is necessary that there must be a SOP for
to control the malad,
and that is why that has been
this has his
that cannot sustain.
He probably thought it, rightly thought it.
Rightly
that
thought
promotion should not be given only on seniority. This should be merit cum seniority. Merit first, then seniority. Benchmark will be the merit and then seniority. Probably it's
I
rightly thinking
appreciate, I have recorded it,
about. That's your loss.
but you are feeling it, but your rule has not been
That has to be
suitably
changed.
amended.
He has told me he's taking steps.
He can take steps, then
He can take steps. He has to approach the government, do it. And probably he has taken it. He has told me.
give me a view on it,
On this, Malak.
on this. And so far the disciplinary proceeding is also.
That I can. But it's Malak, so for primary education, there will be mammoth change in the scheme of the act.
Give me your views.
That I can.
Yes, Mr. Majumdar.
Hello.
In a case of secondary education, the board after 2018 enjoys the power of being an appointing authority as well as
All incidents of master-servant relationship vest with the board now.
board now. Now here in the primary education, the difficulty is the DPSC is controlling at independently operating.
This is what you call it.
After I came into this determination, so you know that I never did all this kind of thing. My work is on the civil side. Astonishingly, I found one DPSC issuing the appointment letter, language is different with another. And the language is very dangerous. One is treating the teachers as if they are worse than the casual worker.
Kingdom in individual islands is not to be.
That is exactly cottage work.
Individual
Now,
kingdom is not.
after I invited the Advocate General, he felt it. And ultimately, a proposed rule has been given, though Mr. Sannal has a reservation that after 2 years, in no one, Mr. Majumdar, I found the teacher is retiring. His service has not yet been confirmed. There is no provision for deemed confirmation, and I have a reservation regarding deemed confirmation. Now, the rule has been proposed by Mr. Advocate General, that is on process. I suggested one change. What are the requirement of the confirmation? The quality of this particular performance of the particular teacher, and he is not involved in anything which is contrary to this, he is not befitting to his post. So, it is his reservation. I have proposed that there must be a prescribed form. After 2 years, the teacher concerned will apply after being forwarded by the school head teacher or the concerned SI or the DI. And if he applies, then subject to other verification, in there you have to disclose that whether the criminal or civil case, even a civil case is pending, may be related with even a 498 case is. So this will be a clear picture before the DPSC. This is my teacher, he has this background. And the head teacher may certify that his performance is good. Then you cannot do, you have to rely on someone. But he is saying that this obligation should not pass through the teacher. But for the deemed confirmation, I have reservation. DPSC do not act, they fail to discharge, and automatically the teacher is declared confirmed. The confirmation is a very vital thing.
Now, your lawsuit has gone through, probably in this determination has not. In the secondary education, if your losses deal with any disciplinary matter dealt with by the board, then your losses will find what the board should not be given that much. They do not know even how to write the charge sheet. They do not know how to appoint the inquiry officer.
This is another.
They do not. That's your lawsuit.
They do not know even that within a certain time after the suspension, DP is required to. For this reason, all teachers are being exonerated from all charges.